All right, it says that we're live already. Testing. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Let me know if y'all can see us live now. Go on YouTube and check, please.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm looking at you.
Well, guess we're just gonna figure it out.
I mean, we can all hear each other, right?
Yeah, we can all hear each other. So worst case scenario, I'll have a recorded version. I'll just have to upload it later. But let's get this show on the road. We'll see how YouTube decides to go. All right. Well,
Rubber
thank you
baby
guys
Bubby
for
Uncles.
going through the technical difficulties that we are having. So welcome to The Level, your bi-weekly check-in for latest in geek and pop culture. We're your hosts, Rainy Days and Skitty Live, bringing you hot takes, deep dives, and a whole lot of fun each and every other Sunday. And we have a special guest, a level home veteran. He is a shit talker. He's a WWE enthusiast, and he is a sports anchor on the low. Our man Savage Fox is joining back. Say what's up to the people, Savage. Say what's up to the Fox.
Hey man, what's good, people? What's good? It's always good to be back. It feels good to be back doing another episode with you guys. Ready to talk some knowledge with the nerds. Let's do it.
Let's do it. And a quick friendly reminder before we get into it, make sure you like, follow, comment, and share our new level page at the Level Podcast Team. We are building this page, trying to get to 50 subscribers. It costs nothing to you, but mean a whole lot to us. So we got a lot to talk about this week. But before we enter in our agenda, let's talk about some breaking news. Anybody got something they want to break to the people that they need to discuss that came out this week in geek and pop culture?
First off, back in July, there was an announcement of a Netflix live action Captain Planet. We have recently heard the news that Leonardo DiCaprio will be involved in this live action Netflix series. And then my mind started to wonder who, and if, but more so when. And I'll explain that. So, Leonardo DiCaprio, I was like, yo, he could be a great plunder. Loot plunder? Especially after the performance in Django. I could see him being that. And then that's when my mind took off. I was like, or they could be looking for new generation Planeteers, and he could be an older Wheeler. And I was like, oh, that would be fire. Leonardo as an older Wheeler looking for new generation Planeteers. So I don't know. But whatever it is, just like my last video, Netflix, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
For me, I'm just gonna go video game wise. Right now, Marvel Rivals, Deadpool just got added to the game, and then there's a lot of talk of people being added like Beast, like Nightcrawler. So and they talking about finally bringing Doom. So I mean, I can't wait to see that. Can't wait for it to happen. Because everybody that know me, I'm a heavy Marvel Rivals player, so I'm always on it. So that's my geek stuff right now. I want to add this, even though it's old. Remember that show back in the day we was kids? It was called Toxic Avenger or something like that. Toxic Avenger.
I saw this. Yeah, I saw the movie recently too.
I just finally put the two together that it was a cartoon back in the day. Also, the movie came out in 1984, but I just recently saw the one with the little, I don't mean to say dwarf or midget, but I just seen that one, and that joint was funny as a mug, man. So yeah, that's about it.
It was Toxic Avenger used to be used to be a comic book back in the day. Toxic Crusader was the rename of the
The cartoon.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, the Captain Planet news is definitely good news, I would say. Well, a lot of people are a little bit, from what I've been seeing online, a little bit hesitant because people were wanting a reboot of the cartoon, not really a live action. So do you guys feel like, this whole live action thing is like a trend, or do you think like should everything get a live action? Every animation?
I mean,
Like or
I don't believe that every animation should get a live action, but if they do it right, why not? You know what I mean? That's my whole thing. And I'm not going to front like it has been more misses than it has been hits, but it's also because of what you can do with animation and what you can't do in, a live action. You know what I mean? So
Well, for me,
either
I'm gonna
way,
have to basically ask you guys basically the question of how to do this because I'm like, to me, Captain Planet was just based off of some kid-friendly stuff, saving the planet, recycle, be respectful, and kind of others. I'm like, if even if you turn that into a live action one, is that even going to be attractive? Just being positive all the time? Because we know right now, being bad sells. The anti-hero being bad sells more than ever. Like, can we bring that Barney to real life, basically?
I mean, people care about the planet. That's
It
what
would
made Captain Planet popular. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? Like
yeah.
you gotta think about the root of what Captain Planet was. You know what I'm saying?
people care about the
It
planet?
was, caring about the planet, wanting to make the planet a safer place, wanting to, recycle, you know what I mean, pick up trash. Like I said on my old video, when Captain Planet came out, I was faithful, like to the point where I
Mhm.
was hoping. My imagination was crazy. It still is crazy. Let's not let's not change that fact. My imagination is still wild. But when I was a kid, like I said, I used to most kids would throw their trash on the ground, and nah, I would hold it in my pocket and wait until I got to a trash can. It didn't matter how, if I had a pocket full of fruities, penny candy, because penny candy in the hood was, that's a staple. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
big
Still to
old
this day.
trash wad in my pocket and wait until I get into a trash can or wait till I get home to put my trash in the trash because I wanted Gaia to see me be a great person taking care of the planet and I wanted a planetary ring. Okay?
That's funny
That's
right there.
what I dreamed of when I was a kid. All right? Period.
That's hilarious.
So, and that was
Well,
from watching Captain Planet. You know what I mean? But then you got to also think about the all-star voice acting cast that was behind it. Whoopi Goldberg, Jeff Goldblum. You know what I'm saying? Those two names off top. LeVar Burton. You know what I'm saying? Like
LeVar. Mhm.
it's those names that we know, Reading Rainbow, you know what I mean? Jumping
Mm.
Jack Flash, stuff that I can name off the top of my dome that we seen these people in growing up. So like, man, when you yeah, Captain Planet, you gotta think Captain Planet was levels. They even had a Magic Johnson AIDS episode that was like an hour. It was either an hour or 2 hours long, and it came on at night. Captain Planet came on at night, 8 o'clock. I was there, fresh, right in front of that TV, dog. So, like I said, Captain Planet has been rooted in our generation indefinitely. There's not a person in our age range. If you don't start singing that Captain Planet theme song, they're not gonna, not gonna join you. They're gonna join you. Period. There's no debate. Has it been passed down to the generation, after us? The ones that we're teaching, the ones that we're, guiding. I don't think so. You know what I mean? So a live action, the live action trend, going back to the original question, the live action trend, I think it's more so for the newer generation than it is for us because we grew up with cartoons and with the changing of technology, came the changing of catching the youth's interest. Boom. I said a mouthful, and yes, I am zooted. How about that?
Yeah, you gave us a whole backstory on Captain Planet. You gave us the actors, the title card, the
Right.
best episode. So,
The production company.
I mean, I'm just going to
You know
keep it
what I'm
short. I have faith in Netflix live action. I think Netflix has proven so far that for the most part they understand the assignment when it comes to live action TV shows or adaptations. So I am curious of how Captain Planet's going to look, but we'll see. That's all we can do. You know, it's a childhood favorite. You know, like it is. If it gets messed up, I don't think people are gonna like it. So, but like I said, I have faith in Netflix so far with One Piece. They're working on Sakamoto Days. They've done a slew of different anime live action. So, and even the Avatar live action, even though I don't really care for the story, I can't, not admit that the live action is good quality. So I think Netflix does have a chance of making this a good one as long as they give a good storyline and not try to make it too campy. Like that kind of like Fox was saying, like I get what you're saying, Skitty, like people love the planet, but Captain America, from a cartoon to live action, we got to find a bit of a grid, like to kind of keep people interested, especially since it's probably our age group that's probably going to more likely watch it than people at our age at the time watched it. So, it's just it'll be interesting to see, definitely for sure.
Can I add just one more
Okay,
thing?
thank
I
you.
want to
Let me
see
know.
the paint job, because didn't y'all see the Captain America that what's his name? Don, what's his name? Oh, Don Cheadle.
Oh, you talking about
So
Don
please,
Cheadle,
yeah,
Captain Planet?
yeah. So please do a good
that's what I
job if
was
you're gonna
saying.
do
I
this
don't
guy.
want to. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that.
No,
Green
definitely don't
paint.
want to see that.
All
Definitely
right,
don't want to
let's
see
get
that.
into this list. Let's get into this agenda. So, first up on our agenda, again, guys, thank you for tuning in to the level. We having a bit of a lag. YouTube's not letting us be great. I know people have been texting me saying they are seeing the live, so we just gonna rock through it, right? We just gonna rock through it. Alrighty, so first up, it's on the thumbnail. It's what most people came here to see. We're gonna talk Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. And if it wasn't done traumatizing us yet, let's get into episode 51, Perfect Preparation. Hold your curse energy. This episode, aka Maki's villain origin story, hold no bars. Baby, she did not come to talk and she did not come to play. Let's dive in all to the WTF moments and what makes JJK possibly the big three. Let's get it.
Oh, let me reset myself real quick. Hold on.
Set yourself.
I've been saying it since day motherfucking one. Since day one, have y'all met?
Said every episode from going forward.
Every. Even the episode that hurt my soul. Hold on, that's too much of a lie. But you see it, right? You see the man, right? That's my boy right there. That's my boy right there. So yes, every episode I was in heartfelt deep. That episode crushed me. Yes, it did. But yeah, yo. And another thing that I've been saying since day one, since God of High School, you know what I'm saying? Like since Vinland Saga. Okay. All right. MAPPA is the standard of what anime is today. Period. There's no debate. They have dropped nothing but bangers. You can talk about the stories on God of High School all you want, but it's still a beautiful anime. You can talk. MAPPA came out and said that the end of last season, the Shibuya incident was only what, 30%? 30% complete, 30% complete, and it was still beautiful. Period. I ain't never. Well, no, I can't say
We
I ain't never
definitely
see
love that
somebody get
percentage
beat into
completion.
different dimensions. But you know what I'm saying, like getting that.
I'm about to say because we did.
We did. The Divine General, you know what I'm saying, made it look good.
To be Hero X.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Mappa, you know what I'm saying? Hands down. And this last episode, like straight Kill Bill influence. This chick had a whole Kill Bill moment, yo. Moment. And I knew it was going to go down
Whole Kill Bill
as
moment.
soon as her sister gave her life force so she could live. Boom. Crazy. And a lot of people was like, oh, mom can get it too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think she was going to kill her mom until her mom started tripping. I don't think she was going to kill her mom until her mom started tripping, because as soon as she cut her mom, that's when her mom dragged herself to kill Nia. You know what I'm saying? Because her mom was still alive. And at the end of the day, when I ain't going to front, I thought Nia was done. And that was a fight. That fight was crazy. I'm sorry. I'm going on and on and on. I'm going on. I feel myself.
On a tangent. That's what Skitty does.
But that fight, like how you jump.
You're saying a lot, but nothing
yourself.
at all. He pulling the Triple H.
Yo, he really pulled a flash. Like he was literally a flash of Jujutsu Kaisen right there, yo. Like this man beat her by himself with a group of people. That was himself. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy. And then told her, you'll never be like Toji. You never. And then she ended up being like Toji. Folded that man. Counted his steps. Did you understand how fast you got to catch somebody that's breaking sound barriers? Mind you, that glass that he was breaking was barriers of movement. That's why he was moving so fast. So for her to catch his footsteps and to clock his timing and to talk shit while clocking his timing, because when she turned around, y'all hear that fall, right? I know I got it's a mess. But when she turned around, baby, and was like, oh yeah, right, yeah, talking shit to the man, and he's like, I hear you, but I can't stop your fist from coming in my face. That's what happened. It was beautifully shown. And like I said, this whole season 3 of what you're going to see is going to be beautiful, because I didn't read the whole Jujutsu Kaisen. I said I read up to a certain part and didn't want to read no more because I wanted to see it animated. So yeah, y'all think this episode was crazy? Get ready for the lineup. All right, I'm gonna let them two have the floor. I apologize, y'all, but y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I give up.
You done?
I'm done.
All righty. Well, for the guys, for the people in the live and watching who need us to decipher what Skitty was saying, because he did just say a lot with no names. So, as Skitty said, yes, this episode was about Maki, and after the last 2 seasons, fans weren't really happy with Maki. They were saying that she was weak sauce, that she was boring, that she wasn't really up to the level of a sorcerer. But we meet Maki's twin Mai, and the ultimate sacrifice is done in order to have Maki to destroy it all, in the words of her sister. So after her uncle tried to punk fake and killed him, she came out first and she sliced his muffin cap back. It was no conversation. And from then it was on. And the most common thing, the Kill Bill scene. At the end, the episode basically like outlines how many people she killed, and it was a total of 36 people that she slaughtered in that room. Yeah,
including her
2
parents.
hands. Nope.
Beheaded her dad. And walked smooth. And then the young boy was like, I told you she's like that, man.
Like, they tried to tell him. And my favorite moment, like, we talking about the fight with this, her breaking the sound barrier. He was going what 1/24th of a second. But the moment
Ayo.
I love when animes do this. I know Nayo. I love when animes do this, like, especially Dragon Ball did it a lot. When they take a scene and they keep playing it, but they keep getting closer and closer to the scene, like the action. So when he did the imposter and he couldn't even get the word imposter out before she literally not only punched him in the face, but she cracked his skull. They showed the skull fracture x-ray. They showed with his face, and then it was like imposter, 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 imposter. That was awesome. And then he got back up. He wasn't done yet. That's the thing about JJK villains. They never done. They're never done. They wasn't done yet.
Until they done.
Until they done. And I mean, I know, like you said, I mean, Moms could have got it for me. I thought she was going to. She lucky she left her alive, but at least she did one good thing for her kids. Right before she, croaked herself. So, but
I mean, it ain't really much Mom could have done. You know what I'm saying?
But,
like, because I liked how they delved into the mom's thoughts of when she was dying, and she was saying that she always loved them both. You know what I'm saying? And how she never thought it was a burden raising her. And I was like, okay, so Mom did love him. It's just that you gotta think, man. That's why Toji ain't want his son raised in that clan, because he knew how they did their kids. He knew how they did their kids. And then people talking about they fear him. Man, when they put him in that room, man, you see that glare? Like, I wouldn't fuck with nobody after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody. You threw me in a room full of demons, thought I was going to die. And then man? All right.
You threw me in a room full of demons to die and locked the door. And then at the end, and this is the thing I hate about JJK. They always ready to exile somebody when they don't win or they don't get their way. So now because she whipped everybody ass, y'all want to remove her clan from the top 3. Like, isn't that what a clan supposed to do? Whip everybody ass? Like, that's why I just didn't understand. Like, it kind of felt like they did the same thing.
It was because it was an eternal ass whooping. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? They was expecting they was expecting her to fold over and be done, her and her sister. And they was like, nah, one of us is coming out of here, and the strongest one is going to come out of here. And sure enough, Maki, she pulled a whole Beatrix from the door, dog. She hit a Beatrix kiddo from the door, like Rain said, off the man's cap. Bow. Oren Ishii. Ain't that how Oren Ishii died on Kill Bill?
He was like, he couldn't even think. He was like, oh, all the demons are gone. As soon as he pulled the sword out, it was like, phew.
First, he saw her stance in his mind. He saw her stance in his mind and her aura, and already knew I haven't felt this fear, and he knew what was up. He knew where that feeling came from before.
All right, I'm gonna ask a controversial question.
Go ahead. Do your thing. I'm sorry, I did it again.
All right.
Damn it.
No, it's okay. So I'm gonna ask a controversial question. We all love MAPPA, right? We do all love MAPPA. It's nothing. I do not deny their studio quality. However, last year, One Punch Man season 3 hit, Disney Plus, and fans were very harsh on the animation quality of One Punch Man.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna ask the question.
You about to get me mad? I'm about to have another one.
So, up until this most recent episode, the animation quality hasn't been bad, but if you're gonna give me sketch scenes and Invincible still poses, I'm just saying, it was a lot of just standing characters, no talking. It was a lot of sketch scenes. It was a lot of quick animation, you can tell. But fans didn't go in. Why? What's the difference?
I think it's because now the action is starting to pick up. And this is where we got to that little discussion where story is overlooked by action and animation. Period. Because if you read the One Punch manga, even though it's not kind of lined up, with the style, it's a little bit different, but it matched the moments of what was happening. Because I don't care what you say, the moment where they were fighting over the piece of meat, that was perfect. The fight scenes before the episode that everybody was hype on was the same style, same animation. I don't care what you say. You just picked and chose when you wanted to like One Punch Man. Now all of a sudden it got more action and less story. Oh my God, One Punch Man is hot. Shut the fuck up.
This nigga crazy.
Shut the fuck up. That was annoying to me because I was like, yo, it's not like they changed animation studios in mid-season. It's the same studio, the same art, the same drawing. It just got now. And it wasn't just me. Who was the other dude that was on?
Oh man, he about to have an aneurysm.
I forgot the bull's name. Who's the bull? Who was the dude that was on here with the dreads? The other wrestling bull.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Kyrie.
Kyrie. Yeah. Shout out to my man Kyrie, yo. Yeah, yo. He even said it. Damn, I forgot what he said. Shit. I sobered up real quick.
My bad. I'll let you table that. What about you? Fox didn't get a chance to talk. What about you, Fox? How do you feel? Do you think that the question was, do you think that when it comes to anime or just in general, that action supersedes the storyline and that's what makes the animation quality bearable? Or do you think it's like a pick and choose type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's like this kind of what you were saying. Like if the animation is not going to be as high quality, please give me a lot of action so I can stay tuned. I don't want to keep looking at that, just looking at dialogue, talking, and I'm getting bored. I'm falling asleep. There is no action, and it's only so many jokes that you can tell in anime. We all know why we watch anime. We love a good storyline, but we're here for the action. A lot of us live out our dreams in our mind, thinking that we're Goku and all these other people. So when it comes to the show, you feel me? I know our storyline is important, but I want to see the action. Even when storyline is great, show me some action. I want the action to be better than the storyline. So for me, if you're gonna have it the way it is right now, you gotta give it, because that's, as you said, that's why people saying things about One Punch and things like that.
Also shows in the show because the episode 3 was rated the lowest episode of the 4 so far because it was mostly talking and not action. And people got a chance to look at the animation quality of it. And again, nothing against MAPPA. But if you go from a peak of Demon Slayer, and we have also Chainsaw, like, when we go to these different peaks in the studio and we waited almost 4 years for
they're not the same studio, right?
Right. I'm just saying, like, when we go, I'm talking about when it comes to animation versus storyline.
No, I got you.
If your studio has the budget to make quality animation and equal the storyline, then that's what I expect. Especially if it takes you X amount of years to do it. And the thing about JJK is that the story is great, but even season 2. Well, I wouldn't say season 2. I actually think season 2 animation was great. Season 1 animation was kind of
like the end of season 2. Season 1,
yeah, like the end of season 2.
Yeah, it was the end of season 2. That Studio MAPPA came out with a statement and said, even though they appreciate everybody's love for the fight, it was only 30 something % complete. So yeah, it was the end of season 2, because season 1 and season and Jujutsu Kaisen 0 was headed by Sung-Hoop Park. Because remember, after season 1, 0, and the beginning of season 2 was the height of Jujutsu Kaisen. And the reason being, and I'm standing on what I'm saying, Sung-Hoop Park was part of the project. After the little whole MAPPA ethics situation where, Word on the street was MAPPA was treating their employees like crap. And it was like, okay, that you kind of see that because he left them and did his own thing, and came out with Ninja Camry, which was crazy. And they're coming out with a season 2 of that. So,
Crazy.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Well, we won't stay on JJK much longer. I just have one more question about it. So, without spoilers, do you think they're going to get Gojo out his prison?
I'm not saying nothing.
You don't want to give the fans some type of hope?
Because people who know. There will be a day where the internet will cry a cry that you have never heard before. Just get ready.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna say nothing because I can't say nothing without spoiling it. All I'm gonna say is,
oh wow,
he'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Take a sip of my tea for a second. Alrighty, well, moving on. Before we get into our next topic, while we're on the subject of animation and MAPPA, another breaking news this week is that Netflix and MAPPA have actually announced a deal. Netflix making money moves, y'all. They making money moves. They not playing.
Funny thing is that I don't think this is their first. This isn't their first. Their first rodeo, because Vinland Saga, if I'm not mistaken, was on Netflix first. If I'm not mistaken, the animated series.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh shit!
I think it was.
I think it was on Netflix. I think it debuted on Netflix first.
This goes to show you, but because like, I mean, I know obviously these animes have also gone to Crunchyroll, but you know, just Dan, Sakamoto Days, the new animes up, Tojin Anki, even Seven Daily Sins, whether you love it or hate it, you know, Netflix have slowly entered the anime game, and I think after most recently with the animes they do have, and even the ones they bring back are having a higher viewership than they are on some platform or getting new fan base. Black Clover is a great example of that. Even Jujutsu Kaisen, because when season 2 hit Netflix, that was all they wrote. It was on #1 for like weeks. So again, it's a very smart move considering everything we know going on in the background with Netflix right now. If they want to create a complete streaming platform, in a sense.
They definitely.
The other thing about animation is.
Yeah. No, I was saying.
Speaking of bad animation quality, I was going to say Invincible season 4 trailer just dropped.
Animation.
Wow. Hey, yo.
I don't think that looked bad. It ain't look bad. I just hope it looked better.
Like, I don't think it's bad either, but even Invincible point out their own tropes. You know, when they had the one episode where Mark was talking about how he had his hand over his face and how they do double scenes. Like, I love that about Invincible. But, you know, Invincible season 4 trailer dropped this week, and we got our first look at Thrag. My man had the best fade in the game. The lineup was crazy, boy. Y'all saw that lineup? Y'all got a chance to watch the trailer?
He's clean cut for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
He's clean cut for a reason. You already know what it is.
How do you feel about the announcement for the voice actor?
I mean, Walking Dead. It's becoming a trope. That's all. You know what I mean? But I think that's cool though, because if I'm not mistaken, the dude that was part of Walking Dead is doing Invincible, right? Like doing the animation or like directing it.
Robert Curtin.
So yeah, so you know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, keeping people in work. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I mean? You did good, we did good over here. I got this spot for you over here. It's lit, but it's still a spot. You want in? All all right, cool, yeah. And I like that. I like that. So I appreciate it. As
How
long
about you,
it,
Fox?
yeah, the voice acting, like I said, boom, on point.
Nah,
So
nah, I mean,
yeah.
I pretty much agree with Skitty, man. I love to see jobs keep getting offered off of another platform that got you where you need to be. So everybody know what's up with The Walking Dead, and to see these people keep getting their own jobs and things like that, it's nice, man. I can't say nothing wrong or bad about it at all. I agree.
Definitely excited to see where season 4 goes. It's airing March 18th. So we'll obviously make sure that we'll cover it once it does. But let's move on to the next topic of today's show, which is WWE. The WWE is about to come. All
Yeah.
right, guys, let's switch gears. And remember to say thank you for tapping into Level Podcast Live. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to a nerd who knows a geek who knows you. But let's dive into our thoughts of WWE Saturday Night Main Event, where we're going to talk up straight brawls, surprises, and what the fuck just happened with WWE. So the title, I'm going to lay the foundation. These are the 4 matches of the night. We had Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes. We had the tag team champion women's Rio versus Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. We also have a fatal 4-way between Trick Williams, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Damian Priest. And then the last one of the matches of the night was AJ Styles versus Nakamura. So let's get it.
You want to
Saturday
go
Night Main
first, Skitty?
Event opened up with. You want to go ahead?
No, I said
Fox?
Skitty. You want to go first?
Nah, remember, I didn't catch this.
Oh yeah.
I caught Raw. I didn't catch the Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh, all right. Well, a couple of things I'm going to say. I'm gonna just be all over the place, but answer your whole question entirely. First thing is, I think this kind of a bad idea for AJ Styles to retire after John Cena. I mean, let John Cena get his years of us, or at least a year of us remembering this guy in the ring. I mean, right now I think about it's a little bit too soon, and then I think Gunter probably is going to beat him for his career. I mean, AJ Styles has been doing it for years. Anybody that knows anything about wrestling, he's been doing it over there in New Japan. He's been out here for a minute. He didn't just come around with the TNA and Ring of Honors and things like that. So I like the match, what he did with Nakamura. It was good. I would definitely love to see Nakamura champion one day. I want to give a shout out to that. But I got to give credit to that match. I liked it. It was good to see Jacob Fatu back in the ring. Even though they didn't get a chance to finish that match because of this new, I call him Crybaby Drew. That's what I call this new Drew McIntyre, Crybaby Drew. Every time you turn around, he's crying about his stories. He's crying about what happened to him. He's just a victim, Even with him being a champion right now, he just acting like, excuse my language, he acting like a bitch. You feel me? Writing a little autograph picture on a Cody Rhodes van and all
put
that.
it on Cody bus.
Yeah, I mean, he acting like a straight diva, and for him to interfere in that match for no reason made no sense at all and all that. I mean, it was getting ready to be a great match between Fatu and Cody Rhodes. I mean, Cody Rhodes didn't even get his interest to finish.
Not to cut you off, Fox. It wasn't a match. They never started the match.
Yeah, that's the part I was saying. They didn't even get a chance to get to the match because
they never ever started the match. Like.
Drew, mind your business now because
they couldn't help it.
Yeah, and then look, Drew, because now you didn't mind your business. It fuck around be a triple threat match for your belt. Between those two, you got Cody Rhodes, one of the hottest wrestler, and then you got this man wolf that you got to worry about who don't care about neither one of y'all. You feel me? He don't even care about the bloodline no more. You feel me? So I would say that. I want to say this too, man. I don't think that Sami Zayn, who we all know, won a match. I don't think they're going to give him his title shot. I call Sami Zayn the nowadays Mick Foley, that he probably not going to get his championship until later on down the line. He probably not going to get his Mick Foley. Yeah, he probably going to get his championship later on down the line where we like, thank you, Sammy, for being the greatest. And the whole time he probably was WWE champion, maybe 1 or 2 times like Christian was. I think Christian was the champion 1 time. So I got to give a shout out to the ladies. I really don't like seeing a reason why I want to say too much, because I like seeing Rhea by herself. But I like what they're doing with the whole tag team champs thing, retaining and this, that, and the third. But I like to show everything to its entirety. But I want to see more, and I'm waiting to see the triple threat match that hopefully happens with Cody Rhodes, Fatu, and with Drew. And I wonder what belt my man Sami Zayn gonna go after. I wonder which one is going to be. I doubt it if they let him fight Punk, but I would definitely love to see it.
So let's go back from the top. Yes, like I was saying, yeah. So the Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu match didn't even start. If you guys didn't know, there was actually no official match, because once Cody and Jacob got into it, and I love the build up for this match. My main gripe is I think Cody Rhodes is boring. And the reason why I think he's boring, because I don't think he's comfortable in the role they're forcing him to play. I don't think this quarterback babyface thing, because when he's in his element, when he's fully let loose, it's a Cody that people want to see. They buy into it. So their brawl, they was everywhere. This is like old days. They was in the back. They was at the elevator. Nobody could stop them. They was throwing trash cans at the referees, the people trying to help. They threw the referee off the top rope. Like it was everywhere. And that was what they needed. They needed a brawl, and I think that was important. Yes, did we need Drew McIntyre in it? No. Like you said, he just liked to be just inserting himself and just random. Like even at the end of the Fatal 4-Way, he didn't need to be there. No. Like like he was literally there all night long. Every time you turn around, Drew was standing in the corner, threatening Sammy or trying to get to Cody Rhodes. So, but just the pure attitude of the match made that one of the best matches of the night, and probably arguably one of the best Cody matches in a long time. So shout out to Jacob Fatu and Cody for giving that match not match in a sense. But yeah, I think it's definitely leading to a triple threat. But the only thing is, Cody technically can't face Drew again for the title until he wins the Royal Rumble, because he doesn't get no rematch. Mm-hmm. So he has to do it by a different means. So we'll see how they play that out. What else? Oh, the AJ Styles and Nakamura. So I'm gonna say this. I was with you until I saw that match. I didn't want AJ Styles to retire. I thought it was too soon. As you guys may not know, he officially announced his retirement last year, and it's been speculated that his contract ends in February. But they old.
Yeah, I was about to say. AJ. I remember when I first saw AJ.
He went the wrong way.
Oh, why you do that? Why you do that?
I remember when I first saw him, and he was young looking.
He was like this. He was like,
that man looked aged now. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't look youthful. He's not flying as high as he used to. You can tell old man syndrome.
But not even that. Nakamura. Why Nakamura caught a Charlie horse in the middle of the match? You didn't see that?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
He tried to do his move, and all of a sudden his knee gave out. That man was like, he was on the ground like, oh no. I said that gout caught up to him.
Hey, yo, that's funny right there. It
was like watching two grandpas go back and forth.
Now that was true. That is true. That is true. I can't deny.
He's like the Japanese AJ Styles.
It was a good match, though. It wasn't a bad match. That's basically what he is.
Yeah.
It was like Spider-Man versus Spider-Man in the ring. That's basically what it was. But it was a good match.
Spider-Man versus
Spider-Man. And that just kind of and that just kind of solidified AJ's retirement once he announced the match with Nakamura, because we know their rivalry, we know their backstory, and like you said, I do ultimately think Gunther is going to retire him. Now, how do you feel about them trying to make Gunther the next quote unquote legend killer? So he's retired Goldberg, he retired John Cena, he's about to retire AJ Styles. So do you think that how do you feel about it? I'm just gonna leave it at that.
To me, I feel like, and y'all may disagree, but I'm talking about far as villain wise when it comes to the WWE. The only ones who give me that scary effect is Jacob Fatu, Solo, and then who we talking about, Gunther. If it's not those three guys, I really don't care about you being a top heel. You don't bring no fear into my heart. You don't fear the children or anything like that. So I would have to say, no, I'm just saying like who. No, I'm just saying like who gives me that back in the day Triple H? Who gives me that William Regal? Who gives me that I'll do anything that it takes the beat you type thing? And I think right now they the main ones. You feel me? And right now I don't think nobody is a better heel than Gunther right now. You feel me? Like even when they try to make him a good guy, it's not going to happen. Just overall, I mean, to me, I call him a greater version of William Regal. With the things that William Regal couldn't do, that's what this guy doing, and he's killing at it. Like, I mean, come on, he can have them chops as a finishing move if he wanted to. He stole the power bomb. He stole a sleeper, and these moves is like once he puts you in them, it's over. I mean, come on, Jay Uso said, "I'm not scared of you no more." A grown man told another grown man, "I'm not scared of you no more." You feel me? So, far as like the retirement shit that you talking about, I don't think nobody is gritty and grimy enough as Gunther unless it's Jacob Fatu or Solo.
What you gonna say, Miss Kitty?
I mean, as far you basically the question was like, how do you feel about Gunther being like that next like top hill or one of the top hills? Like you gotta think back to, you know, even back in the day, like you said, William Regal, but I got one even better, man. Bob Backlund. That's who Gunther get. The Gunther vibe he gives me, Bob Backlund. You know what I'm saying? Crossface chicken wing vibes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody feared Bob Backlund, but when he got into that crossface chicken wing mode, you know what I'm saying? That was a wrap, dog. Like nobody wanted to be put in that move when he did that move. Mr. Perfect Plex. Like these type of characters are staples of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? The pompous, I have the opera classical music, you know, theme song type of I'm better than everybody aspect. You know what I mean? Even Triple H had it back in the day when he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley, you know? So, you know what I mean? It's a staple and they're continuing it. I respect it.
So so I'm not a fan of Gunther. So, but I cannot not disagree with you guys. I do think that the heel in him is definitely the heel turn that they're giving him is definitely a good idea by the WWE because lately their ideas haven't been the best. But we're not gonna talk about Unreal. But the only thing is when it was posed the question about him becoming the new legend killer, my first thing was there's only one legend killer in the WWE. And if you type it in any GIF or meme or generation creator, only one person comes up, and that's none other than Randy RKO Orton. So, you know, ultimately, if you want him to be that position, that role has to lead to him. I mean, Randy Orton doesn't seem like he's retiring anytime soon until he gets the championships that he wants. But you know, we have speculation of The Rock being officially retired, you know, which also Brock Lesnar officially being retired. So if they're going to use someone to keep up the gimmick, then they need to give him people to retire. So I agree with Jacob Fatu. Solo sometimes. You know, his heel is like a sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he a funny heel. It makes sense. Like you can laugh at him being the heel. The whole thing with the Wyatt Six and stuff and the MFTs, I think that's fucking stupid. I don't know why they're doing that. They're really trying to force another bloodline, and sometimes you can't recreate certain things. It's like you couldn't recreate evolution. You can't recreate the bloodline. Like you just can't recreate some things, but we'll see how they go with that. But speaking of Randy Orton, how did you feel about first of all, Trick Williams is giving me early Rock Attitude Era vibes. You know, it's like the Rock versus Booker T, the Rock mixed with Booker T. Like, you know, remember the Rock with my $500 shirt, my $700 watch. Like, it gave me that vibe. Like the whole my lemon pepper steppers and you know the Trick Willie. But shout out to him. I'm gonna say this before we get into that match for the music because his music be having fans lit. They be ready for whoop that trick. Even Randy Orton was whoop that trick.
Yeah, he was.
Before he
Yeah, he
RKO'd
was.
his ass. But how do you feel about that match? I didn't think Sammy was gonna win. I'm gonna be honest.
I did.
I would not have guessed Sammy ain't winning it.
Like I was saying earlier, it was good that he did win, but it's kind of unfair because it's one of those times where he won the chance to be a number one contender, but you're not gonna let him win it. You're gonna let all of us and the fans get behind Sammy, and then he never gonna catch his big break. I mean, like I said, he's probably gonna be later on down the years when he about to retire when he does get it. But I love the whole thing with the Trick Williams and Randy Orton getting into it with each other, because you already know the young wrestlers show so much homage to the older wrestlers that this right here is going to be a learning thing for this dude. So I definitely like what he about to learn right here. I like what you said about the combination of the Rock and Booker T. It definitely gives that. He give off the swag like the Rock when basically the Versace shirts and this, that, and the third, but he gives you the athleticism like Booker T. Like, I mean, you got to be jumping high up in the air to do that axe kick, to do them spin kicks. And I mean, what's his finishing move? It's like a running knee or something like that.
It's called the tricks. What's it called? The trick
shot.
Trick shot. It's like he basically run the trick shot. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And to answer you about Randy Orton, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, the way he's just giving RKOs out of nowhere, it's giving me the modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin. Back in the day, we seen Stone Cold doing it on Santa Claus, on The Interviewer, on Kids. Now Randy Orton from out of nowhere, he shake your hand, RKO. He give you a hug, RKO. He tell you great match, RKO, and hold your belt up every time you turn around. So I'm gonna give Randy Orton his credit. And a slide note, it wouldn't surprise me if later on in history, later on down the line, that Gunther retires Randy Orton. It wouldn't shock me.
That would be the only way he could have really solidified his crown, is if he retired the only person we known to ever actually kill legends, like in the WWE industry. And I think that's where it's going to lead to. I mean, obviously not trying to retire Randy Orton anytime soon, because he looked good for his age. Go ahead, Randy.
Yeah, he is.
I was like, okay. You got that little belly gone now. You was gone for a little bit. Had to get your belly done. Like,
he the first person I seen have a belly and have a lot of muscles in it. He had a lot of muscles in his belly and he was fat. I'm like
how you got a beer gut but also an 8-pack? What is going on?
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
I'm trying to get that workout routine.
Yeah. Shit.
All right. But the last
like
match
that
we talked about, it is you don't want a beer belly in the 8-pack?
Oh, you talking about Fat Randy? It's like, no, let me stop. I mean, I again
Randy!
Remember. You stupid. I never remember. I paid attention to their era. What I can say is that, you know, I mean, he's gotten bigger since he first dropped. Because I remember they were all the skinny, preppy. I mean, I'm gonna be real. They were all the skinny, preppy white boys. You know what I'm saying? Cody, who else? It was the other Rhodes too. Wasn't there another Rose? Dust. There was Dustin and Dusty. Wasn't it? There was another Rhodes.
Gold Dust.
There was another Rhodes other than Cody. Wasn't there?
Dust.
Gold Dust. Okay.
You're talking about his dad.
That's his dad. Oh, that's his dad?
No,
Gold Dust is his dad?
His dad is Dusty Rhodes. No, Gold Dust is not his dad. His dad is Dusty Rhodes, but Gold Dust is Dustin Rhodes.
Okay. That
makes sense.
Well then, no, it was him.
I had to look
it
up because up until recently, I thought Gold Dust was his dad, and I was confused. But then I saw a picture, and I'm like, Gold Dust not his dad.
Yeah, this is
his brother.
I don't know who Gold Dust. They not related.
No, they have brother.
Half brother. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense now.
I was about to say, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
They resemble each other.
Same daddy, different mama. Gotcha. They look like each other, do. Yeah, got the same hair and everything.
I was about to say, I found that out because of your boy, The Rock. You remember that one time he was like, "You see the age difference between you and your brother?" He said, "Because you a 17-year mistake." That shit was funny as well.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nothing like The Rock.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were all those, you know, Randy Orton. It was a couple other of them. they all looked alike. I don't want to say that, but I'm just saying.
I know what you're talking about. Kurt Hennig's son, Mr. Perfect had a son that was with them. It was all of them.
Yeah, so it was like they were like I just remember them being annoying, and then again that's when I fell off. During that era, the ruthless aggression era. That's when I started falling off of wrestling. So it was like, you know, I mean, I ain't really start watching it again until recently. But the stuff that I would catch was later when Randy Orton was like on his own, going into like some mad crazy era where he was just, you know, like being a hunter type situation, like a Craven type character. So I mean that's basically it. So I really got no take. But what I will say is that you can see the evolution in him keeping up with his physical prowess, which is respectable.
Agree. And I mean, I don't really want to. I mean, unless you want to go over it, I don't think it's really necessary to go over the women's tag match. But I guess the WTF moment of it is we confirmed that Stephanie Vaquer is no longer injured, so the boot is off. And when Raquel decided to intersect her match, she decided to intersect Raquel. So we're finally going to get that match between Raquel and Stephanie. And I know a lot of people want Raquel to be to win, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if WWE really want two strong bitches as WWE champions, because you got Jade over here on SmackDown, and then you got Raquel over here. You got these strong bitches doing what? Nothing. Like, I'm just trying to understand what they able to be doing. So I don't really know about that one. But I agree with you, Fox. I like Rhea as a standalone champion.
Yeah.
I really don't like this weird thing they got going on with her and EO. They're giving bush bumping vibes. I keep telling y'all that. So I don't.
Hey, yo.
But I think I'm just saying, really look at it. Out of all the women's tags you've seen over the last year in general, they the most touchy feely. Like,
yeah,
why are you rubbing on her face? Like, like, why is she like straddling you every time she get? Like, you holding her like it's like you need to blink twice if you need help type of situation. Like, I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
It is too
that's
much.
Their thing. The best of friends. It's too much. Like Charlotte and Alexa didn't do this. You don't see Nia Jackson last. Like you don't see even the Kabuki Warriors. You don't see that even with when Liv and Rhea were champions, you didn't really see that much touchy feeliness. So I don't know. It's throwing me off. But my prediction is that Liv Morgan is going to double cross Raquel. I don't see her letting Raquel become the women's champion now that she's back. I don't see that happening. And the whole thing where Rhea mentioned like, oh, be careful because it's the first time she stabbed somebody in the back, them entering the Royal Rumble. I can see if someone wins the Women's Royal Rumble, it may be Liv Morgan, and she may do what Jay did. Every man for themselves. So that's my prediction for the Women's Royal Rumble. Now for the Men's Royal Rumble, I don't know who's going to win the Men's Royal Rumble.
Jimmy still hurt?
I don't know.
Hurt? No. My bad. They champions. My bad.
He not hurt.
They champions.
Yeah, he not hurt. He took some time off for Naomi to take care of Naomi with the baby. So I think he'll be. Who you got winning the Men's Royal Rumble?
It's simple. It's no reason why it shouldn't be somebody from the Vision. It got to be Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, or Austin Theory. It got to be out of those three. Seriously, I mean, it's the writing is on the wall. We watching Braun Breaker break everybody in half. I like that little scene between him and the commissioner where they got mad disrespectful. Like it looked like they wanted to fight for real. The way how they handled it and all that. So I mean, without a shadow of a doubt,
on Raw.
Yeah. So without a shadow of a doubt, it got to be Braun Breaker or Logan Paul, and Logan Paul was definitely gonna make history. But I don't think it's time. His time just yet. But right now, Braun Breaker easily.
Yeah, it would.
You think Seth
Rollins
gonna be back by
Paul gets
Royal Rumble?
I mean, if he do come back, I mean, I don't
Not
know
her
where
no
you would put
more.
him.
At least don't look
Yeah, I
like.
don't even know where you would put him just yet, because I ain't gonna lie, I like this little rampage craziness that's going on right now. I like this organized chaos that the Vision is. They like more destructive than anything. Even when they had Seth Rollins was more strategic type shit, where they try and beat everybody. They try and beat everybody's ass. They don't care, and they not worried about the fines because they can pay you back. I mean, for what Paul Heyman say? He said you suspended him. It makes the situation worse for you. Because he gonna come back. He gonna do what he gotta do. I mean, we already know if they want to go like to the next wall, he can go behind his back and talk to Triple H. And Triple H, you already know, we gotta do what's best for business. You feel me? So I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. Well, I mean, on Monday, I know Skinny watched Raw. On Monday he did make a phone call. I don't know if it was a real phone call, but
see what I'm saying?
whoever he made a phone call to prompted him to have a meeting with Braun Breaker. So I mean, he definitely coming back. Obviously, indefinitely was not going to happen, but fans have been speculating that Seth Rollins is coming back, and then Austin Theory is his mole. That Austin Theory is really a double agent. He's not there for the Vision. He's there for Seth. How you feel about that?
If that's true, I like it, because that'll be a great person to follow after Seth Rollins. I've been waiting for him to be put in the right position for a long time. Austin 30, he got the body, he got the look, he got the charisma. He good on a mic, he good in the ring when he comes to wrestling and everything. I just think that because he was too baby face at the time, the baby face type face, even when he was a heel, they didn't give it to him. But right now with what was that? Oh my god! Oh my god! What was the movie with the guy when you shoot the bullets they can curve? What was that? Wanted? You said that?
Yeah.
All right, remember that? Remember the white guy in that movie? He played in some movie where he was bald headed and kidnapping girls and all that shit.
Talking about McAvoy.
Yeah, that's what he doing right now.
He was in what was the movie? The spinoff to Unbreakable.
Yeah, that's what Austin Theory right now. Austin Theory is doing that role right now, and I like it. Look like he going crazy. Yeah, look like he going crazy. Look like he'd kidnap you. Look like he'd do anything. He looked like a war veteran without a shirt on. So I like it. I like it, man.
The movie is gonna irk me. Split. Yeah, because it was part of the Glass Unbreakable Split.
There you go. So, yep, you got it.
Okay. Yep, Split. AKA Professor X, young Professor X. He was young Professor X.
Young Professor X on the X-Men movies.
Future Past, and
you're right. I remember.
Remember Days of Future Past? Yeah.
My favorite part is I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. Like I'm playing. My bad. I'm sorry. All right, my bad.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's move on to our last topic of the day. I can't.
My bad. I apologize. My bad. I apologize.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was hilarious. All right. I can't. Sorry. Not even have a break today. That shit was funny. All right. Well, that's it for our WWE level. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for Raw. It's coming actually regular time tomorrow, guys. It's no longer I think they're done overseas, so it should be tuning in live at 8:00 now. So you guys are good to go. But let's talk Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Game of Thrones' newest drop spinoff. Right? Because episode 1 is already given WTF energy. So we are 100 years before Game of Thrones and about 70 years after the House of Dragon. And we're following Dunk, a broken hedge knight with too much honor for Westeros, and Egg, his bald squire, who is absolutely not who he say he is. Make sure you guys, if you want to tune out now for spoilers, you might want to drop off now because we're going to spoil a little bit of it as we head into it. But let's talk WTF moments, the shits, and the Game of Thrones spinoff. Did you guys get a chance to watch it?
Yeah, I watched it, but it wasn't like
hear you.
I don't know. Maybe I gotta watch. I gotta go back and watch. You know what I mean? Certain stuff because I just was like, all right. You know what I mean? This is somebody new. This is somebody different. Okay. And the comedy thing kind of threw me off a little bit. Like, did we need to see him take a shit? Was that necessary? Like to build up that moment and then end it with a like. I don't know. But what I will say, what I will say is that I'm going to keep on, going to keep watching it, see where it takes me. It still has me at a I don't know, for real, for real. So that's me on that one. Because I watched it last night.
Did you get it
and I'm like,
canceled?
huh?
Oh, I said okay.
Yeah, I
Can you hear me?
watched it last night. It was
Yeah,
like,
for me, I did watch it. I did fall asleep on it, but I did get some of the things from it that I was supposed to that you're gonna like. Number one, I like the fact that this show is more about common folk, the average everyday folk. It's not about the rich royalty people and all that. It's about your everyday people, your everyday workers. So it's good. It was about time that we saw something like that because most of the joints that come on like that, right? It's always about royalty. You feel me? The kings, the knights, and all that. And apparently, the type of knight that he is like what our version of a mercenary or a vigilante or something like that. Because he's not technically a knight. He's more sworn under.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he more on whatever side that he choose and whatever side that he feels the righteousness. Right. So I gotta give him that. I found this fascinating. They had a penny tree where they just put the pennies on the tree and all that. I found that unique. We already know the dude name was Duncan. He was an orphan. I forgot what was his father's name that died, or that wasn't his real father. What was his name? No, Dunk's father.
No, his dad. It was like because he was
Oh,
like
his not his dad.
not his
His
dad,
name was
but
His
his
Arian.
foster
knight.
father or something like that.
His knight. It was his
That
knight.
wasn't really his dad. He took him in. Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, foster father.
I like that.
He was a head
But
knight technically, but yes.
yeah. So I mean, overall, I like the only part that I didn't like, and I don't mean to take it sideways. Even the prostitutes was disrespecting my man, making him seem like he was lower than low. And I'm like, how that even happen? You feel me? This guy is damn near a hood superhero. You feel me? He's here to protect y'all if it comes down to it. But it was overall it was an interesting show. I mean, it did show one thing, Skitty, that when we is taking a shit, we do be in deep thought because that's he was thinking. He was thinking his ass off when he was taking that poop. You feel me? But I like the show overall. I'm gonna watch more of it to get more in the depths with it because, like I said, it was different, and I just want to see some action, some real life blood, murder, and guts type shit, like
Sir
how
Alan.
it was. Yeah, Sir Holland. That's what his name is. Yep. So yeah, but that's my take.
Okay, so let's get into a little bit of the backstory. So, a good thing that Fox put out. This is not your typical Game of Thrones, story. They're not going to do royalty. They're not going to do dragons because at this point the dragons are gone. It's been 50 years since the last person seen the dragon, which was Dunk's, father figure. He was the last person to see a dragon alive. So at this point, there are no dragons. This is a story about the common folk. This is a story about a knight and his journey to become a knight. This is also a story about the next king of Westeros. So, the tale of Dunk and Egg has been mentioned. It was mentioned in Game of Thrones right after Bran had his fall. It was also mentioned during Jon Snow's becoming a Knight of the Wall, a Watcher, right? So, and also mentioned by Joffrey because it's in the book because Dunk actually becomes the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms because spoiler alert, Egg, or as Egg say, Og, is really Aegon Targaryen the Fifth. So, and you get to lead that build up of how they become the best friends and how Egg actually becomes the king and Dunk becomes the lead knight. So that's what we're leading up to. At this point, Dunk is not a knight. He lied. That was a lie.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Everything he said to that guy, he made it up while he was shitting. Yeah, that was his thought. That, like you said, he was in thought. He made it while he was shitting. And the showrunner said that they're not going to do a traditional opening for Game of Thrones. All the title cards are going to kind of start like in mid-episode. You know, it's really giving me. If you ever watch Lord of the Rings, if you ever watch Harry Potter, the thing about fantasy shows is that, yeah, you got the magic, you got the dragons, you got the bad guys, but the story of the little guy, the underdog, is what kind of keeps that flowing. And this is what I think Game of Thrones need, because House of Dragon was great, but you know, when you're trying to build up to a big war, kind of leave little details that make that story great. So that's the one thing I can appreciate about just watching the first episode, because I love a good story about the night. And my favorite moment was when he was dancing with the Laughing Storm, and they was in there like, they was getting it, like he was having the time of his life.
He was stepping up. My man was stepping on his feet, trying to get him to move. On his feet, trying
and then
when
he told him not to slouch, he was like he was blessed with tallness. Be tall, and that's how he got the name. I'm Sir Duncan the Tall, because the actor actually is really 6'5", so he was naturally a tall dude. So I'm glad they was able. Obviously, they make him a little. Go ahead.
In the book it say he's 7 feet tall. The book called Henchman, that because this is based on a book called The Henchman of the Night.
Yeah. So,
The Hinge Knight, my bad.
Which is a story within a story
in
the Game of Thrones series. And even George R.R. Martin, I mean, depending on what side of the day George R.R. Martin wake up on, you know, he has an opinion, but part of him was like, this is great. A part was like, he hated the shitting scene, which is okay. I mean, you guys didn't have to like the shitting scene. I don't think it was meant to be liked. I think it was meant to be distasteful. I think he wanted to shit on you hoes before he got started. I think that was kind of like the metaphor.
It was obsessive diarrhea.
But we even get like a glimpse. It was like shooting out. He was like, boom, boom, boom.
Right, yo, it was literally launching. Like he was literally like, it was like, I'm like, is this for like we serious right now? Like he's shitting. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. So I mean, I don't know if I'm not gonna ask you guys if you ever shit outside, but if you shit outside, are you supposed to shit like that? Like he wasn't even like, was he too tall to squat? Because he was in an angle like this.
I remember I squatted. You know what I'm saying? I had to shit. I had to go. I never forget that. Yeah.
Smokey back there taking the shit.
I'm gonna tell you what's so funny, right? You see how you put up Smokey back there taking the shit? I remember one time I was on a school field trip. We took too long coming back, so as soon as we got off the bus, I like ran down the street to go to the alley. While I'm taking the shit in the alley, all the kids is coming because we all live the same way. Maurice taking the shit. Maurice can't afford no toilet. Yeah, that was the 90s. Friends was bad. I couldn't afford no toilet. He ain't washing his hands.
You see, I was a ninja with mines, boy. I couldn't. Nobody could watch nothing. I made sure nobody was around. Fuck that. You ain't gonna catch me.
Caught. I believe. I got caught.
You got caught. I don't think I've ever shit outside. I definitely peed a lot, but never shit. No, not that I can recall, at least not intentional. I mean, there were drunk nights, so you never know.
Hey, yo.
Like I said, it was one time that I did it, and that was the worst time ever, and I'll never do it again. I always make sure I'll find somewhere to take a shit inside on a toilet. But you know, it's a beautiful thing. You know, just go wherever.
Well, now that we talked about shit for 10 minutes.
All right. Right.
move on. I'm gonna wrap up Game of Thrones, Night of Seven Kingdoms, because we still got some ways to go. We're just the beginning of the episode. I just wanted to bring it up because I know a lot of people have been talking about it. But make sure you guys catch the newest episode. It drops tonight at 10 p.m. It is only a 6-episode series. It is the shortest series of the Game of Thrones franchise. And hopefully, I think this one is going to be a good one. I think they got something good going here, and I think for fans of the love of a good Night Tale, that they'll enjoy how this one pans out because this shit about to get wild. Like I know Fox probably looked it up, but if you look at the story of what Dunk goes through and what happens after he becomes who he is and how ultimately his demise is. And just remembering that when you're dealing with Targaryens, because this is like the last reign of Targaryens being in power up until we get to Daenerys. When you're dealing with Targaryen, there's always a dreamer. And in the beginning of the episode, you see Darian the Drunk, aka Darian the Dreamer, and he did say to Dunk, "I've seen you. You are my end." So typically they be dropping some future stuff. So, but we're gonna move on to the wrap up level so we can wrap our show up. Any questions, comments, concerns, statements, final thoughts on JJK, WWE, or A Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
Sorry. I ran into
Tell
a
us
bit of
this
news
top
here.
3 one more time.
I ran into a bit of a news
Okay.
while we were talking, and it looks like Dragon Ball is replacing its main character. But this could be just, no, it's official. Oh, it's not it's not a permanent replace, but for a while, yeah, Goku might be out of the picture for a little bit.
Die something?
Nah, it's
Always dying.
it's that Galactic Patrol. Well, yeah, he does always die. He always die. Yeah, but they joined the Galactic Patrol. So I don't know. It looks like I don't know. Could be weird. It's weird. I don't know. Forget what I said, folks. It's nothing.
Oh, it's okay. This is the piggyback on what he said. It is official, announced yesterday during the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, that Dragon Ball Super is coming back after being gone for 7.5 years with Dragon Ball Super Galactic Patrol. Picking up right where the events of Super left off, going into the next part of the manga. So that's exciting news for Dragon Ball fans. I lost
didn't Super come out a couple years ago?
I love Dragon Ball Super.
Hold on, say that again.
Didn't Super come out? What was that last Dragon Ball? Yeah. Just recently see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So they weren't. Okay.
They did Goku. They had him go Super Saiyan 4. Yeah, that wasn't Super. Same animation style, but not Super. Yep, Superman's gone for like 7 years, 4 months, like 13 days, or something like that.
All right.
After Tournament Power, that was it. They never went back. So
okay, so it became Daima after that.
I got that.
And now it's back to Super. Okay. All right. As long as Goku's kicking ass, who cares, right?
All that other stuff they was doing. Yeah, and Gohan stays a disappointment. Moving on. So, Netflix. More information about Netflix. Netflix plans to keep one of the movies in theaters for 45 days before moving to stream. So since the merger of Netflix and WB is more than likely official, it's been talks about what's going to happen with theatrical releases, and they have decided that most of their major movies will stay in theaters for at least 45 days. How you guys feel about that? A month and a half for a movie?
I mean, that's how some of these movies are anyway. That's how some of these movies are anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Some of them, you know, they'll come out for like a month and some change and then go right to stream. Like,
I guess in the aspect of like big movies like Superman, you know, normally like Superman, like we wait a couple months before they put Superman on HBO Max.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it
Like
wasn't that long.
Like, you know, like Wicked just
Go ahead. You said Wicked?
About to come on stream in March and it came out in November. So that would be like 6 months in the theater. So
you know Disney like to put stuff in the back of the vault and wait. You know what I'm saying? Wait on it. And then people be like, "Oh, remember that movie?" All of a sudden,
gotta get that money.
Disney Vault release. You know what I'm saying? So I like I said with the whole like I said, it's nowadays that's how it is. A movie comes out, you know, 45 to 90 days down the road, it's on a streaming service. That's just the way things are
in
now.
some form of way.
So you know what I'm
sometimes Sunday.
It's like I don't know. Skitty doesn't know. I don't know. I think for the most part, it's because, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I go to the movies. Everybody knows I will go to the movies. But, you know, for the most part, well, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it keeps a constant rotation in the theater, which would be good too, to introduce newer films, newer movies, you know, into the lineup, into the theaters, instead of seeing the same movie, you know, in the theaters for like 80,000 months and then be like, dag, when is another movie? Or it might be able to put a spot in the theater for a movie that wasn't available in all theaters. Now it's available in all theaters. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking to just be talking.
No, I get it. I understand. I mean, I feel you on that. I 100%. I'm not mad at it. I mean, I'm okay with it. What about you, Fox? Yeah. I mean, you okay with a movie coming in, you know, 45 days straight to the TV?
Well, I mean, now, I mean, especially when Skitty made the joke about Disney, I mean, shit, that's your competition. I didn't, when the other night when I was watching, I forgot what I was watching on the Disney channel, but it was just amazing to see so many movies on there. They got blood, guts, cursing, sex, and this, that, and the third. To sort of see that Disney is no longer that childhood shit that we used to watch when we was kids. I mean, if Netflix got to keep up with Disney, which is going to be hard for them to do, but they can somehow manage it, do what you got to do. I mean, take it all for real. I mean, but I'm kind of like you, Skitty. I still like going to the movies. I still like that movie feel. I'm somewhat back in the day type guy. I'm still like the popcorn, the candy, and the soda, chilling with my shorty or something like that, watching the movie. So I'm cool with that. But at the same time, I'm also not mad if I ain't got to waste money and I can sit in the house and watch it because I'm already subscribed to Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix about to be $99.99. Netflix about to play with us something crazy.
They go up again.
All right, so next on the list, which was
I said, if they go up again, these services go up again.
Between Netflix, Disney, and goddamn,
for cable, for real.
Yeah,
cable app. That's basically what we're doing. All right, so next on our wrap up is this week we got the official first look at Masters of the Universe by Amazon and MGM Studios. How you guys feel about that one? Are you excited?
I'm gonna let y'all have this. I didn't see that. Go ahead.
Just like Captain Planet, there was another hero that took over my life. And yes, I had the power sword, four AA batteries of greatness in that power sword, you know, just swinging it, making all types of noise. What I can say is that it looks better than what I thought it was going to look like. I can honestly say that trailer, when that trailer was announced, I was like, oh man, here we go. but they kind of switched up the story, which was like, okay, all right. And then the guy, I mean, even though he's not Dolph Lundgren, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with the physique. I fuck with his physique because it reminds me of the 80s cartoon a little bit where when He-Man was Prince Adam, he was still big as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you see him in that pink shirt, big as shit in that pink shirt, Adam Glenn, just big as shit in a pink shirt. And I was like, you know what? Somebody's a fan of the 80s cartoon, because that was always weird. And I'm glad like the newer animations of He-Man, had a distinct difference between Prince Adam and He-Man, because back in the day, He-Man, Prince Adam looked exactly like He-Man, just in pink tights and a pink shirt. And when he transformed into He-Man, he just got a tan. Like, that was it. Like, he was still big as shit, just with a tan. And I was like, nobody knew that was He-Man. Like, that was always weird to me as a kid. Like the Superman thing,
Yes.
Clark Kent without glasses and the curl. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the curl. Then he puts down the curl. And I'm like, but then you find out the thing about his glasses. That I didn't know. I did not know his glasses gave off. I never knew that. Never.
Did they ever even show how Superman got those glasses? I thought they was regular from lens crafters.
Oh, you wildin'.
In the comments, they say how he got it when they lens crafter. Funny.
My bad.
Oh, it was lens crafter.
Lens crafter. I can't feel my legs.
But yeah, yo. I'm interested. It looks good. It actually looks like a good He-Man movie, a modernized He-Man movie. The last live action He-Man movie was fire. Period. I'm not mad at Jared Leto being Skeletor. I'll say it to the day that I die. I like Jared Leto. All right, man. I like him in his, what is it, the Kings of Leon, or what's the group? You know what I'm saying? 22nd. I don't know. One of those rock groups. You know what I'm saying? I know he made a song called Kings and Queens, and that was my shit right there. I heard it on the Sunkiss commercial. That instantly became my song. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Jared Leto's not a bad actor, yo. It's just that sometimes he just has some up writers and weird ass.
Yeah, he just gets the short end of the stick, I guess.
Yeah, you know what I mean, so
hopefully he don't level it up. But I mean, I agree. I think give him a chance as Skeletor.
So, really, because think about it, the Joker, when we got that Joker. When we got that Joker, it was, he was it was But then, the Zack Snyder's Joker, the nightmare Joker with the long hair talking that shit, we was like, where was this Joker at? You know what I mean? We wanted this Joker. Everybody liked that Joker, but, he was only like for what, 15 minutes, 10 minutes? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Morbius. But
wow,
Morbius was not
Morbius.
That bad,
that's the reason why Morbius was bad. I don't know why he even tried to lie like that. The only movie worse than Morbius was Black was the Madam Web. Webs and Madam.
Can I ask this? Can I ask this? And I don't mean to go whistling because I'm a fan of vampires, as I already discussed on the show. I want to know, like, what did you not like? Because you're not the only person that said it. It's hella people that said that's one of the worst movies of all time for MCU. So I want to know, like, what was the part that was like made you say, no, this is one of the worst?
When he turned into a bunch of bats, where'd the bats come from? The whole scene was just bats.
Morbius has supernatural powers for a little while.
Came out of nowhere.
Morbius has
90% of that movie, it was like he wasn't like that. That's the problem. It was a good vampire movie, but it wasn't a good Marvel Morbius movie. And I think that's the problem was. And I love Matt Smith. I think he was a great villain. But what? and then the girl saving it. It was.
I do feel
What
it
was
though.
going on in
I don't
Morbius?
think it was.
Y'all
I
tell
don't
me what
think
was
it
going on.
It for me, it gave me the same vibe as Craven. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't
Saying a
horrible,
lot.
but it definitely needed improvement. Like with Craven, because I think Craven was worse than Morbius. For real,
Like
for
how they
real.
got their powers messed me all up. Like when he stuck
Yeah,
his hand
Craven,
out and
how he
that's
got his power was
and then
bananas.
Craven
I
shit
was
was
like,
crazy.
what?
Yeah,
I was like,
Craven shit
what?
was yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
They were just. I
So
thought they were just making shit up as they went. Sony was like, "Fuck it, we got the rights."
Yeah.
Fox was like, yeah, hold on, let's get these out before we give them up. It was like, let's get these out before we give them up. And that was, hold on, no. Matter of fact, Morbius,
Right,
that was Sony.
Okay, hold on.
Everything
Yeah, I said
Spider-Man.
Sony. Sony was
Yeah,
like,
so
"Fuck
that
it, we
was
got the
Sony.
rights."
Well, Sony's known for screwing stuff up for the
Yeah,
most
just
part.
like that's why Marvel was pressing them
Street
to just
Fighter.
let it go, just give it to us because
You said Street Fighter, damn.
just let it go.
Street Fighter.
They need to let it go like they let go K-pop Demon Hunter. But anyway, next on the list,
Okay, this tough. I
Wonder
just watched
Man. We know Wonder Man's coming out all eight episodes are dropping the 27th of Wonder Man. So this is Marvel's first series of the year, and it's their first series in a long while. They dropped all 8 episodes at once. But as of right now, Wonder Man is sitting at the second highest rating Marvel TV series of all time, and at 95% on Rotten Tomato. Now, that is, based on a couple months ago, we was having the conversation about Wonder Man. I still remember Fox saying, "I want my Wonder Man to be white," but how you guys feel now? It's being rated 95%.
I mean, y'all already know how I feel. I
ain't
ain't
got something
really.
here.
I mean, Wonder Man. As long as they get certain stuff right about him, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? The actor, I don't have an issue with. He's a great actor. I just, like I said, just get this character right. Just get his core right. And so far, from what I've seen from the trailer, him being an actor first is it, and I'm cool with that. So I'm interested. I'm ready for the ride.
I'm just going to support overall because I like the actor. I believe he played the last Candyman too. You feel me?
Mhm.
So I like his skill level when it comes to acting and all that. He also played on one show. I think it was called, I don't even know. It was some show that he played on. His mother was a pimp. It was about the 70s or the early 80s. It was some.
He was on the is that the Get Down?
Yeah, to Get Down. So I mean, I like it overall. I just wish that you guys are deeper in comic books than what I am, and I got a high level in it. And I just feel like even to y'all, it's a little bit disrespect that y'all done did all the research and learn how these guys really is, and then when you put on the what's name, Loki a woman now, or Wonder Woman white, Wonder Woman black now, or Wonder Man white. I just know that for y'all. I mean, I know you're gonna go with the flow, but I know sometimes y'all be thinking like, wait a minute, that's not true. That's not how he got it.
I mean, the thing is that like there's characters that have been in comic books way before when we thought they were. Like, for instance, the Black Wonder Woman that you mentioned, she's been in the comic book since like, if I'm not mistaken, it was like the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so, it's not like they're now all of a sudden, being created. They're just getting the shine that they should have got years ago. That's how I see it. Okay. So
I'm going to say that it's a 50-50. It depends on the character because I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never really want to see Superman black. Like, not saying Superman can't be black, but I don't know if I would have to see it before I am like.
He's one of the few exceptions. He's one of the few exceptions because remember that Superman was created.
Characters have to remain.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry because like when people mention Black Superman, I'm like, well, it was come on, like I don't certain characters like shouldn't even be mentioned because like he was only created because of the Obama era. Like being dead up because his
That's what I'm
inspiration, the
saying. That's
creator
what I'm
who
saying. When it comes to certain characters,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you 50-50. It depends on the character. Yeah, some characters have already existed in different demographics, ethnicities, looks. But certain
right.
characters, I like when they talk about possibly having Michael B. Jordan be Superman. I wouldn't
That
have
was
gotten with
yeah,
that. I don't
yeah.
think that would have been a good match. Like that didn't make sense to me. But however, am I willing to see it? Yes, because you may be surprised by the role, once you see it. So, with the Wonder Man thing, with that being said, I think that this is going to surprise us. I think even though fans were a little upset about Marvel withholding like the powers like that, I think it was a good move because they want to introduce a character that is at an Omega level power, especially with the upcoming Doomsday. We need to see what this character is going to bring and how he's going to make a difference in the MCU. And I think that's the whole reason the Wonder Man. It's something about him is going to make a difference. Some people speculating it's the introduction of the official introduction of the Mutant Saga. Some people say, it's something he might choose Doomsday, even the West Coast Avengers. If we're going to create a character that needs to lead into the next major event, then it's something that we're missing. And I think once we get all 8 episodes, we'll see it. But like I said, it depends on the
I mean,
character.
he
Am I
was
okay for Black Wonder Woman? Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
he was a villain first. So, you know what I'm saying? Him teaming up with
Okay.
Doom ain't too far fetched. That's what I was saying. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I was
Very true.
doubling on what you were saying. So yeah, I could see that.
It looked like you was having a little Charlie horse there.
Oh, you funny. Oh no, my bad knee.
You was having a Nakamura.
I was readjusting my leg. Like you was having to try. I was pulling a Nakamura. I was pulling Nakamura. Nah, cut the broadcast. My knee. Nah.
My knee. All right, so we got a few more things on the list. First look, we got a first look at the Supergirl trailer. We got a first look at Jason Momoa Lobo.
Lobo?
How you guys feel about it? Lobo.
You say
Lobo.
You said Lobo?
I mean, you don't want. Hey, not with you with Leto, and his last name is Leto.
Did I say Leto? Leto. I did say
Jared
Leto.
Leto.
Oh yeah, Leto. Yeah.
I'm just happy to see Lobo. That's all I got to say about it. I'm just happy to see.
Here's my take on it. And I'm gonna just it's gonna be real short. About damn time. That's it. About
somebody just said that he
damn
was a
time.
dude playing a dude disguised as another dude, but I got you.
He should have been Lobo. Before he was
Aquaman, right?
Somebody they just
no that we don't. There is no Warren Bossing say. We don't mention that. All right. I don't.
Not he a hot Lobo.
Hey, Lobo can only be played by Aquaman or Roman Reigns.
I don't. I'll allow it.
I would have actually allowed
better than fucking Akuma.
Oh, here you go. All right, moving on. Next topic. We're not doing that today. No.
Right.
Next topic. Sony sells majority of their TV business to TCL. Shout out to Roku.
So because TCL. I was explaining this y'all earlier. This makes perfect sense. And I was asking y'all, if anybody in the chat knows, are y'all familiar with the TV brand known as Hisense? HISENCE. Have y'all seen that at Walmart or? All right, cool. Do you remember?
The Walmart TV, I bought it.
Do you remember
Video, Hisense, TCL, whatever's on sale?
Do you remember a brand that was expensive back in the day called Hitachi? Hitachi. You know, what I mean, they made TVs and electronics and stuff like that. Even Martin did like a thing on his show
Hitachi.
where they called the TV the Hashitashi. You know what I'm saying? Um, so basically, Hisense bought out Hitachi, and they started making TVs. So it makes perfect sense that TCL purchased their TV technology to make their TVs better, because TCL as a TV has been coming up. I have been noticing, certain aspects of their TVs being a good, cheaper um, option for people who want to buy a new TV but want to still keep it at a certain price. People who don't have Samsung money, people who don't have, LG money, hey, I got that TCL money, I got that Hisense money, and those are still good quality TVs because of the technology that they use from the companies that we loved back in the day, which they approved upon. That was crazy to say right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. My brain was like, "Oh my God, you just said all that real smooth." I like that. I like that.
Well, shout out to TCL. My house is TCL up, because they have that partnership with Roku. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Hopefully, I mean, I ain't buy no TV no time soon, but I'm here for it. All right. Last couple things on the list. As you guys know, that Ryan Hurst has been officially announced as Kratos for God of War live action, aka Opie, aka The Walking Dead, aka the voice actor of Thor for God of War video games. He will officially be cast as Kratos. Fans are a little bit on the fence of this one. Back to what we had about earlier. Some people feel like he should have been a white man, but I don't know. I think if you portray a character as ashy for most of the time, I think it's fine. But I also think Ryan Hurst is a great actor. So go ahead.
I was going to say this because I know Skitty going to have a mouthful of saying so to you because y'all got more on this. The only thing I'm going to say is this. Number one, I apologize for that, Skitty. I apologize. But I don't mean to sound racist, but white people take shit from us all the time. I mean, you got white people playing as Moses, Egyptians, and all that shit. So it shouldn't be a problem right now. I'm going to say that. The next thing I wanted to know is what is like the Kratos story based off? Because when you watch the video game, it got something to do with little Loki, when Loki a kid and all that. So I just would like the story background on it. I like watching the clips of the video games. I like watching the fights and all that. And I'm definitely gonna watch the show when it come on because I like how it's like it give me a version of Mortal Kombat. But I just want to know like what's the storyline behind it? Because like I said, when I'll be watching clips, they have a kid Loki in there. So
well, first, we got to find out what God of War time period they're doing. I mean,
okay.
we probably assuming that the guy that they picked, they're doing the God of War of recent, because when God of War first came out, it was in Greece. It was based in Greece, based on the Greek gods. And
Yeah.
after whatever happened on Ascension, he went to a different realm and tried to live out a peaceful life there. That realm was the Norse realm where he ran into the Norse gods, and you see that now. I don't know. Do you know what they're doing? What time period they're doing? Because like I said, it's obvious that the actor that they're doing, they're going to do the more recent God of War, unless they touch on
Yeah,
what happened.
so they're gonna, according to the article, they're adapting the 2018 video game, The North Era. This
Okay.
follows Kratos who left his violent past behind in Midgard, and he embarks on a journey with his son to spread his ashes of his wife. So
Okay,
this is going to be once he have a kid, well, his kid. So around that time, 2018 video game.
it's going to be the recent God of War. So you know what I'm saying. So I mean,
Mhm.
other than that, then I mean, as far as I know, I'm cool with it. I don't, I never, other than Kratos' voice, I never saw him as a black dude. That's me. I've never, what I
I,
mean,
I,
his
I
skin.
mean, technically, he's Mediterranean, is what a lot of people
I,
are arguing, which is
I mean,
but the voice actor was black.
Hold on, the voice actor was the dude from Living Single. You heard me?
The voice actor was black, but that nigga had red. I mean, he had a tan, but it wasn't my light skin tan or my mom's light skin tan. He had, you know what I'm saying, a Greek tan. You know what I'm saying? He was Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said, I don't with that again. You know what I'm saying? You know, to me, he never looked.
And
black.
typically with mythology, like it's never really. That's how I was having the conversation about. It's like when it comes to mythology, like especially like Greek, Roman, like normally when they're depicted in a live action setting, they're normally played by a majority white cast. Like when you think about Gladiator, if you think about Troy, if you think about even 300, like Leonidas wasn't white, but goddamn, you know, they definitely praised. I forgot his name that played him. Like
Butler.
It was the best roles he
Dracula
ever had.
2000.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, Gerard Butler. Thank you. So it's like knowing Ryan Hurst as an actor, I think that, you know, definitely he should give him the role, but I don't think it would have made a difference if Kratos was black or not, because he would have been ashy 90% of the time. That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you
he
know,
was cursed
typically
to
when
wear
we see
his
gods and stuff,
wife,
they not.
Yeah,
Like,
he was cursed to wear his wife's and daughter's ashes for all of eternity. Like his skin was white. I mean, I'm just saying the actual color white, not caucus. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't wash that off. That wasn't something he washed off. That was on him.
That's what I wanted to say. The dude who played on Living Single, the dude who plays Kyle,
yeah,
he was
that
the
was
original.
The voice.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. That's wild.
And then the dude that was the asshole on House Party.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't cast him. I wouldn't want to see that.
Yeah.
He's the second voice.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't cast them. I wouldn't want to see that. Nothing against them, but they just didn't look the part. And when I look at Kratos, I want to see somebody that look like the God of War.
Like I said, either way, it's
physically wise. You know,
you know what I mean. I as long as they get the story right, I don't really care. He again, just to double back on what you said, Rain. He's covered in ashes. He's white. Ash white. His skin is literally white with red stripes. It's not something he can wash off. You know what I'm saying? He's cursed to wear that forever. So it doesn't matter what he looks like underneath that ash. So I don't really
funny
know
because also kind of you said ass.
Ash.
I know.
Ash. I didn't say ass.
Y'all funny today.
Y'all, wow.
Doesn't matter. Look underneath the ass, boy.
I ain't say nothing about no ass. I said ash.
Oh, hilarious. All right, we got two more things on the wrap-up topic before we let it go. The next thing is the saddest thing happened to me this week, guys. And apparently there was pictures going around of Grant Gustin with blonde hair. And fans,
believe that.
Believe that
y'all
this
was so
meant that he was finally being announced as the Flash, and he went to social media and said, "Nope."
Y'all was so hyped. Oh my God! He wants to change his look, and you see what he changed it to. Oh, I was like, the man was probably just looking for a change, man. Like,
no, people are speculating it's because he was officially announced as Apollo in season 3 of Percy Jackson. So they're saying that may be for that look, but
isn't Apollo already on there?
In season 3.
Yeah. The newest season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apollo's already on there. Oh, this is season 2?
This is season 2. This is second season.
Oh yeah,
we only had this. Remember, he had to grow up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't see him yet. So
he's like 20 now. Yeah.
So he's about to be 30 next season. So, but I don't care because this isn't the first time somebody lied about being who they was. So I still got hope. So James Gunn, if you ever watch our podcast, just go ahead and make it happen. Forever Flash, Grant Gustin. Moving on.
that happened instead of Sergeant Rock.
Yes, please. Or don't bring back that other dude, the trash. But the last thing on our list is Euphoria actor and Frankenstein, in the most recently Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro. Jacob Elordi is the lead to play James Bond. He's one of the lead actors in the running to play James Bond. How you guys feel about that?
Oh man, I don't mean to sound old, but the last guy who played James Bond did a great job. I'm not gonna lie, a great job. I mean, so only thing I can say is you got to do an even better job. Because if it's not this guy, I want to see Tom Cruise play as James Bond, but I can't always get what I want. But I mean, I'm gonna support this and see where it's at. You feel me? This may be a hit or miss, but I mean, I kind of be shaky when you recreate things that already was great at one point, but we just gonna have to wait and see.
I mean, Tom Cruise is Ethan Hunt, dog. You can't, you know what I mean? Can't take that title away, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then plus James Bond is a British home name. You know what I'm saying? Even before it was called James Bond, when it was 007 Casino Royale, when it, you know, in the books. You know what I'm saying? It was you know, British Hallmark. So who they got playing them? All right. I could see it. I could see
it's
it.
Not official yet, but he is in the runner.
In the run? Oh, he's not chosen. He's in the runner. Oh, so there's not
official. He's the top pick so far. What they've been saying, they haven't officially announced who's James Bond is yet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He got another movie coming out. He's doing Wuthering Heights with if you guys ever read Wuthering Heights, but probably not because it's really a chick book. But he just recently released Wuthering Heights with the girl that played Harley Quinn. What's her name?
Oh, okay. Kick Ass is a runner up. Okay.
Wow, Kick Ass is a runner up. Now check this out. I probably would want to. I gotta see the movies that this dude played, but at least I know Kick Ass. He has some fighting history with his two movies.
Dog, Money Train.
Oh Money Train. Damn right. Money Train is on the chain.
Money Train. If it's any movie that would put him in like the, you know, list of possible James Bonds, is definitely Money Train. Off rip. He was definitely smooth and elite on that joint. That fight between him and Brad Pitt was definitely my shit.
Hold on, that was called Money Train?
Oh, Bullet Train.
Yeah, I want to say that's what it's called. Yeah.
Bullet. Yeah. My bad.
I mean, so we'll see. I mean, a lot of actors that, you know,
Callum Turner
running, but we'll see.
Who the fuck is Callum Turner? Okay.
Oh yeah, this the dude from,
he was on Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I could see, okay, and then he got that old school James Bond feel, so I could see him doing it too. Especially in this picture right here with him in this tux. I could see it. I could definitely.
Aaron Taylor.
He looked like
his name again? Jacob. What's his name? Jacob what?
His name is Callum Turner.
Oh my bad, Callum Turner.
So yeah, I could see. I could see
Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill.
Oh yeah, Henry Cavill was up for the for that John, but I think he's going to be too busy because they just got the green light to do a Warhammer. That's coming too. Yeah,
Tom Hardy. I don't know if I want to see Tom Hardy.
Nah, I'm cool.
I think he could do it.
I'm cool.
That's what, you know what they do? Don't you know how like they be having like the adult versions and then they do the kid versions and cartoons? That's what he would be. He would be the kid James Bond. That's what we be looking at right there.
No, you're thinking about Tom Holland.
You're right. My bad, Tom Holland. My bad. That's
Tom Holland, not Tom Holland. No, Tom Hardy is Venom.
Tom Hardy. My bad. He's Captain. He's young Captain Picard. From Star Trek Nemesis.
I don't know if we want to see him as James Bond. So, do y'all think James Bond could be black?
I mean, Idris Alba was, talked about in the beginning. Now they're talking about what's his face. But again, I think he's going to be too busy doing the lanterns.
Hold on,
Samson
hold on.
Idris.
And I'm not trying to be funny here, but hasn't James Bond? I mean, hasn't Denzel Washington been playing James Bond in these last couple Equalizers? No, I'm saying the way how he kill people. I'm saying the way how he kill people.
You said that, yo, the retired James Bond.
No. The Equalizer is
basically the black version of John Wick.
Oh, the black version of John Wick. All right, my bad. All right.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
A retired John Wick. I would say more so like that, or like a retired, or like or you know what? Nah, the Equalizer. Nah. Well, yeah, I would say they was about the same. Jason Bourne, like a black Jason Bourne. Because they always did a timer type thing situation when they was about to do their shit, and they would always do some crazy shit, but it would be plain as shit. Like, for instance, dude pull out a knife on Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne takes a pen off the desk and then proceeds to fuck the dude up with the pen. You know what I'm saying? Another dude got a knife. Jason Bourne takes a phone book. You know what I'm saying? Candlestick. Mm-hmm. Equalizer uses his environment. But yeah, I would say, but yeah, nah. Equalizer definitely on a whole nother level. Because even though James Bond was an assassin, he did more espionage information work than actual killing. I mean, when he had to escape like a big situation, or when he got captured, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's when he did most of his killing. He very, very rarely do you see, I don't know about the books, but very, very rarely do you see James Bond go on an assassination mission unless it's to defeat a big bad. So I really got deep on that.
That's all I got on the wrap up list. You getting deep a lot today. I don't know what you went to today, but I need to go there.
It's the Star
I don't
Killer.
know what planet you on, but I need to meet you.
It's the Star Killer.
It's the planet of thoughtfulness.
You know what I'm saying? The Moon Man.
Well, that's all I got on my list for the wrap up. Anybody got anything else?
I'm ready to knock this top 10 out.
Well, guys, that's it for the Level podcast episode this week. Thank you for tuning into episode 30. Shout out to our special guest, Fox. You'll see him next week, tuning in with us live. Just a special announcement. We are going to do an episode next Sunday, which is February 1st. February 8th is your girl's birthday, so Super Bowl, so we're going to take that day off. I also want to do a special birthday out to our aka producer, Bruce McFly. His birthday is coming up January 28th. Make sure you guys say happy birthday in the chat. And check out the Level Sports Network, premiering on January 29th. And as always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell who knows a nerd, who knows a geek, that the Level is where you want to be in pop culture. And we out.